going. Let me turn on my 20,000 lives session. So it's a live podcast. I don't have a set schedule. I'll just jump on. I'm trying to respect my boundaries of 2 hours. So if someone's in the box, it's a good conversation. I'll stay a little over 2 hours, but 2 hours max I'll give the universe, because that's going about technology. You speak to the universe, all these platforms. Like physically, potentially, you have, hey, what's up, King? How you doing? Welcome to life. Maybe physically, I don't know, like physical beings to talk to about the healing journey. Any of this, right? Technology, cell phone, you got ChatGPT, C.AI, whatever you go through in life as far as feelings. TikTok, what's that, King? How you doing? How's it going? Morning. You have like TikTok, YouTube, Google. You got the fucking AI, whatever questions, you got in life in general. And remember, the AI just elaborates coding, puts humans' thoughts together type of situation, and then you have something to work with. But yes, if you have a real support team, physical being to talk to, it's even a lot better. And that's what I preach about: raw real life, raw real feelings, toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, and if kids are involved, co-parenting. Don't do that corny ass bullshit. Stay there for the kids, religion, culture, because your parents know. That's called what? The generational cycle. And I say black and white once again. 5 years ago, started my healing journey. Like 2.5 years ago, I got all these tattoos, little notes to the universe, right? So, here's the best part: no one's to comprehend me, and vice versa. No one's to comprehend you. Higher sources and beings, what I believe are just communication. We're all messengers. That's all we are. No one's to comprehend nobody. But the positive is, anyone that's patient enough or might not have a conversation with you, and they sit there and listen. Like, it's a live podcast, right? You sit there and listen. You don't have to comprehend anything I'm saying. But as conversation, we plant seeds. That's what everybody does. You plant seeds. You know that, right? Analogy, metaphor. Because from there, wise, the person can water the seed, study and grow from it, and ask you questions. All it takes is a comment or ask a question, spark conversations. If you don't do that, you can look at people. I am where I'm from, Eastern Washington, right? I rock this like this, the shirt, whatever, sleeveless, right? They all look at me. I'm the devil in their eyes because it's very introverted. You have a lot of Christian Catholics, religious people, spiritual people, right? Claim to be good people, quote unquote. But I'm the devil in the eyes. But remember this: I preach about environments. So where I'm from, Eastern Washington State, it's very introverted, old school mentality type of situation. Tattoos is the devil. Dead the fuck ass. A female can have tattoos, sex appeal. Man, no. Here's the best part: there's work, but I can't get a job because why? Everybody knows everybody and shit. But I adapt to environment. I go to Seattle. I drive 3 hours west from here, wise. If there's a will, there's a way. In Seattle, I'm famous with my tattoos. It is 1,000 tattoos. 1,000 tattoos? Nah. I've never counted them, honestly speaking, wise. I just started any positive or negative words, especially more on the negative side, I'll put on my body. If it will trigger people, and like people, why do you want to trigger people? That's my gift. Why? Because my phone died. Shoot, because I get to tell stories, and the best part, if these petty words on me, you see them, face to face behind the screen, and it triggers you. And before you read this word in my body, right? You're gonna have a good day, and it triggers any negative trigger. I'm sad, depressed, bitter, hateful. Like, talk to yourself. How and why do I feel the way I feel? I don't know who he is. I saw him on a platform. I saw his post, and now I'm sad. Now I'm depressed. Now I'm bitter. Now I'm hateful. And I'm scared. You should want to talk to yourself, or if not, all the blue pills, everyone starts with blue pills. My tattoos, take the blue pill, stay lost in life. You don't want to feel your feelings. We'll talk about it. We'll fucking gossip, bully people, and talk about everybody else's feelings, but not our personal feelings. Take the red pill, major talk. Now you're trying to feel your feelings to get your life back, and that's a positive. Am I gifted in my voice? Hell yeah, King. No, you get down most definitely every which way, and that's the intent. Everybody has their own gifts. Hey, number one, how you doing? How's it going? Use your gift correctly best as possible. My gift is talking. Like, if I need music or poetry, it'd be cool, but I don't know how to articulate words and put them together. I just talk. But I would trigger you in a positive manner, because feelings. If you're sad and depressed, why? If you're bitter or hateful, why? Especially in toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, like, why are you with somebody that you don't like? Or you love them, but they don't love you. And you want to say, like, higher source can do it for you? Okay. Make that make sense, respectfully. Pardon me, guys. Sorry about that. The cool thing about social media, right? People jump on your lives and shit. People be rude and stuff like that. You know, like, at least have common courtesy. That character, respectfully say this, I maybe doesn't speak English, right? Language barrier. But, you know, you should have common courtesy in whatever time you speak. Like, you know, play music. I don't care if you play music, that ass, as long as it's not fucking, like, loud. Him, it just kept getting louder and louder. Like, okay, you know what? Technology, block. That ass cell phones. I got 15 cell phones, right? Anyone that bothers you, block. You know? Someone locally, you'll block anybody, man. You know, but the thing is, then you unblock them to see what's going on. Especially when you go into, like, breakups and toxic relations and bullshit. Like, either no contact. Yeah, for how long? A second, a minute. And then you unblock them, man, from their ways because you want to see what they're doing. Who they're talking to. If they're moving on. Like, I don't miss none. I used to do that. Because, once again, I didn't have a real support team initially wise until I started my live podcast. You know, took the blame for everything. And then, you know, when it comes to relationships and it fails, you cannot take 100% of blame. Highly impossible. You can take 60, 70, 80, sure. You know, no one's perfect, have our flaws, but that's why I say everyone's on a journey. If you're on the healing journey, you've been working on these feelings, you know. Sometimes you need to risk it all. Oh, yeah. That's like from Spider-Man. You know, take a leap of faith. It's a 50-50 shot. 50% chance that it makes it, goes through, 50% chance it fails. You won't ever know if you don't try as a being. That's why I say all the time, you know, take a leap of faith. What? It's a leap of faith. You know, and if it doesn't work out, are you ready to work on yourself, you know? Especially when it comes to what? Relationships. I want love. The whole universe says I want love, right? Or they're scared of love because they got destroyed and it sucks. Yeah, trust. Been there, you know, who do I trust? Who's gonna give me the trust and loyalty that they won't fuck up again? Or, you know, they sell me a dream, which I say all the time, don't sell me a dream. You can try to sell me, keep me 100, try to sell me a dream. You can try that. But I'm selfish in a positive manner because if I don't got myself, don't got me. Higher source, sure, emotionally and spiritually, whatever your higher source is, whatever you believe in, because everybody doesn't believe that they're there emotionally, mentally, spiritually for you. Physically, who's by your side? Physically by your side, who's going to get to believe? Who's going to stay through thick and thin, you know? And as long as like it's not too bad, as long as you're not too toxic, your environment's not too toxic, and that's the shit for everybody. It's like what I say as now that I speak like this, right? The potential to be, I date the whole universe. What do you mean, like I date you? Before your physical body, your mind, your body, your environment, and then your universe. Before, you know, let's say there's a potential. I'm gonna ask you, like, what's your everyday routine? What do you do before you met me? There's a potential conversation with us, right? As a potential couple, what do you do? You know, what's your everyday life? I want to make sure we have time for both of us. Especially, let's say she got kids and she's doing co-parenting. The intent that everyone gets along. I'm a single father, kids. I do co-parenting. You know, and on top of that, remember, there's anybody can make time for anybody. Anybody? If you have a cell phone, anybody can make time for anybody. A simple text, a fucking emoji nowadays, you know, whatever the fuck it is. Hi, what's up? And that's the shit. You know, real support teams, like real family and friends, quote unquote. It doesn't matter if you talk today, tomorrow, 20 years from now. You carry in the conversation like it was yesterday because your guys' friendship is beautiful, you know? It's love and respect to the fullest. There's no like, hey, what do you want? It's been 5 years, been 6 months, and, you know, nothing like that. There's no bitter hatred at all. It's love and respect to the fullest. Those are real friends. Those are real family. Everybody else, they're just associates. But remember, there's the associates, they're just on a journey. There's only two journeys. A journey, all you blue pillars, debate about man-made bullshit, stress about man-made bullshit, race, religion, politics, COVID, man versus women, high-value men, you know, what do you bring to the table? All those corny-ass conversations. Yeah, it'll get you in your feelings, but it'll help you evolve in life. And now you start this man versus women fucking bullshit war. But at the same time, right, to call everybody out, you claim to be a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, but y'all bumping heads behind his cell phone face-to-face. But I love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors. Make that shit make sense. I'm not gonna call you the fuck out. Like, yo, all you, a little bit of good, a lot of bad, because y'all bully each other over some man-made subjects. Once again, take the red pill. Start the healing journey. You're trying to feel your feelings, to comprehend your feelings, to evolve in life, to get your life back. Not your kids' life, not your parents' life, your life back. Because if you don't got you, then who got you? That's the shit. That's why we're taught that being selfish, it's wrong, it's a sin. Therapy, counseling, talking to be like, you know, as being narcissistic, it's called healthy narcissism. This is my life. I'm selfish in a positive manner. Because I come first before my kids or anybody, because I don't got myself what my kids got me. I'm a single father kids. You know, they don't got me. They could be there. Like 5 years ago, I'm going through my breakup and shit. They could hug me. That's what they could do. Well, hugs are beautiful, right? Good energy, but they can't teach me anything of this because here's the kicker. They haven't gone through this bullshit yet. They haven't got destroyed yet. Can I get a reading today? Love a reading? Oh, respect, Queen. I don't do I'm not a tarot card reader. That's not my gift at all. You know, my gift is just talking. I'm just reading. Red pillar, the beginning of the Matrix. You know, prior to that, everyone's a blue pillar. Everyone's stuck on what? The generation cycle. And a cherry top. You want to see your future? I can tell you your future. Everyone's future. It's really easy to see black and white. Look at all your toxic ass family, every single one of them. And don't fucking lie to yourself. Oh, my parents love each other. Sure, they love each other in the streets, in front of people, behind closed doors, at each other's fucking throats. So yeah, your future's in front of your face. Dead ass, man. Especially starting, your relationship starts with love. Everyone's relationship starts with love. Everyone, like in the Bible talk, which I'm telling my back, it doesn't say in the beginning, ... You know, it's going to trigger all the religious people. Oh, the Bible talk, the Bible verse. Yeah, it's the very first line of the Bible. But I use it when it comes to relationships. We all say the same shit in the beginning. Yes, in the beginning was so good. Love, right? So when did it go to toxic love? When was the red flag? When did it start passing boundaries? If you know what boundaries are, let's figure it out together, you know? And that's the shit. So, keep black and white. Look at all your toxic family. Whoever's traumatized, whoever's in toxic relationships, still together till this fucking day, and they go to church, pray to God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, space universe. But as a couple, behind closed door, toxic as fuck, and they got everything man-made. It's a beautiful, exotic, money, power, fame, fucking Dubai, travel. I don't give a fuck what it is. But you know that my parents are toxic, my aunties, uncles are toxic, my grandparents, yeah, my older cousins, they're toxic. Yeah, there you are. There it is. Now see your future. What? If you get in a relationship and it was toxic and you're still together, look at the age you have between all your toxic family. 5 years, 10 years, 20. Your grandparents, 50 years from now, if you decide to stay with a toxic ass partner and you're toxic also, for staying respectfully, you know that, yeah, because I was you, then your future is 50 years from now, that is your future. You can brag about Dubai, Hawaii, you went to Pluto and back. It doesn't matter, because when you go back home, heaven and hell, those terms, you don't have to be religious. You can be atheist, all this terminology, quote unquote, right? But when you go in your car and you're driving home, flying home from fucking Dubai and shit, you are dreading to go home. Welcome to your dungeon, your sentencing, your hell on earth, and you're not fucking dead. No one has to die to go heaven and hell. Born and raised a Catholic. I never thought of this shit till 5 years ago. You know, born as a Catholic, right? Christianity talk, religious talk, you know, you got to worry about doing good in life best as possible. So then when you kick the bucket, it's time to go. You got to, go to purgatory, burn for your sins, and then from there, to judge you, and you go to heaven and hell. Well, guess what, guys? Don't worry about none of that shit, respectfully. Every day above ground, I preach about how both your four walls. Your mental home is a heaven and hell upstairs. Your physical home, you wake up, if you have a partner, how is your physical home? Do you love being at home? Do you hate being at home? If you hate being at home, why or who is it? What's causing the negativity? Who makes it toxic at home? And there it is, black and white. I don't miss that. None of that bullshit. That's what I'm telling my body. All capital letters. Everything starts from home. What? Everything does. Because every day, around you wake up. If your fucking home is toxic as fuck, your day goes to shit. Your energy just started shit. Especially in toxic relationships. Like my ex and I, right? My first baby mom's fuck. Again. I don't miss none of that bullshit. It was an experience, quote unquote, but it would have been nice if someone taught me this shit. But once again, if it does not exist, I wish I was younger. It doesn't exist. It's been written. We can all say this corny, and especially if everyone says this nowadays because social media, all the young cats, I didn't ask to be here. No shit. Nobody asked to be here. So we're here. What are you going to do about it? Or are you going to keep bitching about life? And every time, whatever it is, your toxic family, toxic partners, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do to make your life better? As one being, to make your life heaven, quote unquote, peaceful best as possible. And remember this: you don't need people in life. That's called codependency. You want people in life if they want you. Match energy, not take energy. It's a two-sided friendship, especially relationship. It's not one-sided. If it's one-sided, you're the ones more empathetic wise, the nice and natural, religious, spiritual, whatever you claim to be, and you always do your part. You meet them halfway. Yeah, then you're doing your part. You offer love. On my tattoos. They don't do your side. Oh, 2 seconds. Bye. Oh, yeah, I'll what time? Okay, I'll be the phone number. My bad. Well, I'll leave a little while. Not right now. Like in an hour, I gotta get out of here. But whatchamacallit, and that's for everybody out there. That's why I preach what I preach. Because 5 years ago, I made it out to the universe, started my healing journey. You know, matter of fact, I just came back from Seattle and door dashing because my car's having issues. I'm like, if my shit breaks down in Seattle, I'm 3 hours away from home, so I'll be, if it breaks down, be local, not away from Seattle. I mean, not from East to Washington wise. So anyways, I'm at Dick's, right, this burger joint. And I'm always looking. As a being, I'm always looking at my environment. For the most part, black and white, all my tattoos, all the suburbs, good areas, heaven on earth. You don't have to worry about too much about watching your back. X to the fourth always, long language I say, whatchamacallit, in the ghetto hoods. I live in the ghetto hoods. Right here, yeah, I'm brown, they got tattoos. I got tattoos, they about the life, I'm not, but they're gonna assume that I am. So that's why if you live in the ghetto hoods, live in this shit. My motto, I live in the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it at all. You don't see me in the bars, clubs, house parties, in the streets. If you see me in the streets, it's in and out. Gym therapy, which finally go today again, and then, Wally World and whatever I'm doing, kid stuff. That's I have kids. I'm a singer for kids, but I'm not in the streets at all. Why? This is my fucking hell on earth. Dead ass, respectfully. I say all the time, if y'all live in the ghetto hood and you're in the streets, there's no such thing as wrong place at the wrong time. You live in this shit, so you want to be in it. I pray for you in the universe. I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe. Respectfully, why? You live in the ghetto hoods. What do you expect? That people go to the park? Yeah, you want to go to the park. It's a risk to go to the park and take your kids there. Because why? You have all these gang mafiosos, the disciples, every which way, fucking up with their BB guns. Then it cause altercations. So why would you take your kids to that park? Why don't you go to the suburbs? I know it's a drive, it's a mission, it's gas, right? Or take a risk. It's your body, their body. That's why, once again, I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe. Everything's black and white. And the whole universe is segregated for a reason, every which way, And that's the shit. That's why in Seattle, once again, I'm looking, right? Pick up an order, doing DoorDash. Older lady, my peripheral, I see her. She's like looking at me, she's next to me, maybe like, I don't know, 3-4 feet away type of situation. And I see she turns, and I always play stupid. I always play stupid, And she's looking, she's reading my face, she's reading my neck, And then she turns around and she starts reading some more. And she's all, verbalizers, because in Seattle, the north side, they're more extroverted. They'd be like, hey, don't mind me. I'm just trying to read your face. You have a lot going on. Like, yeah. She had so many words, so many little notes. I'm like, yeah, put my sleeves. Oh, snap, because I was a longer shirt. A normal shirt. She's like, oh, you have a lot of tattoos. Like, yeah, just, what is it? It's Map to Life. It's the healing journey. And I turn around, put my shirt in the back. Oh, you're working on your back? Yeah. The idea is to finish on my tattoos this year. If not, definitely next year, I'll be done with my tattoos. Are you gonna get more words? You gotta, miss. That's all I'm getting. Why? Any positive, negative words, I'll put on my body. Especially the negative side. She's like, why? To trigger people. She's like, but why? I love that question. It's what I have to say is, it's not why, it's why not? It's to get your attention. If these petty words trigger you, I did my job. And here's the best part, miss, I'm a nobody to you. I don't know you from Adams. The only way we're speaking to each other, the reason you're looking at me, not because I'm brown, because my tattoos. In Seattle, people got tattoos. I call them the pretty tattoos. The images, and they're beautiful tattoos. Those tattoos, respect me, I'll die. Fuck no. I commend you. I respect you. I won't get that because my body's weak. This is way too delicate, too sensitive. You want to get this tattoo? I cheat. She's like, did it hurt? I go, honestly, miss, I cheat. What do you mean? I drink Fireball. I get buzzed like a champ. Cloud 9 type of situation. That's the only time I drink in life. I don't care for alcohol, but guess what? This vessel's really weak. I numb it up best as possible. And I go, I do this pain for the universe, not for myself, because, like in general wise, my tattoos, for me as a being, they're my scars. Healed. When I get fresh tattoos in August, cuts and wounds, fresh tattoos. And when they itch, they bother me. I don't have a cream around me, but let's say I have the cream. I will show you the cream, right? I use the cream to heal my tattoos so they're not itchy, they're not bothering me, they don't hurt. And once my tattoos are healed, now they become my scars. They don't itch, they don't bother. I can pull my skin, I can bump it. I don't worry about going, ow, because I know it's still healing. No, they're called my scars. That's why anyone says that. And I tell them, this is, whatchamacallit, when I say, my heart has scars, like, you can say that if you want to use that analogy metaphor, but as long as it is a scar, and you're healed, and you let go. But if you're still grieving from the situation, you're still bitter about it or hateful, it triggers you, then it's not a scar, because a scar means healed. You're using the wrong, wording, analogy, metaphors, And that's my tattoos. So somebody said, "Oh, who's that?" Oh, it's Mother of my boys. That's when I started my healing journey 5 years ago. They don't bother you, cover it up. I go, why? I love respect her. She's the last queen. This lifetime, I will destroy my words. Because you don't have to be a physical abuser. You can be a verbal abuser. And that's the shit. My situation, I don't know. I would say maybe like 2005, 2007. I didn't give a shit about words anymore. My pops, my father's still alive to this day. He doesn't know this conversation. Destroyed me in words. And I was a little kid. No matter what I did wrong, when I didn't do shit wrong at all, right? I'm like, respect. I was talking this shit. Always talking this shit, English and Spanish. I'm just like, bro, I do everything. I'm the oldest, best as possible. Verbally abused, physically abused. And like, damn, like, what am I doing? And we go to church. I'm just like, why do we go to church? God, he said it. Why? I said, yo, God, I'm doing my part, quote unquote. I'm getting my ass kicked and shit for no reason, respectfully. And my first baby moms, same shit, first girl of my life, all that good stuff. And words, man, initially they destroy the fuck out of you, but then when you become numb, they're just words. That's me. That's why I became numb with words like 2005, 2004, around there. I didn't care about words anymore. I'm like, cool, I've heard it all. English to Spanish, whatever the fuck, it's whatever to me. But remember that for me as a being, I wasn't being like mindful. And you know what? Just because I became strong in words and I don't care about words doesn't mean that everybody else is, they could do what I'm doing because they're still going through it. And that's the shit. If you're not mindful, you don't care. You're just like me. But I would warn you. I'd forewarn you. Hey, just to let you know, if you can't know words, please don't open your mouth. What? You can open mind debate because I'm over myself. I don't have to debate about man-made bullshit, race, religion, politics, COVID, all that corny ass conversations, right? And I would tell them, if you can't know words, please don't open your mouth. So my motto now is to everybody, like, you play dumb, I'll play dumber. You play stupid, I'll be stupider. If you can't know words, please don't open your mouth. Because I promise you 1,000 my tattoo, I will traumatize you. And in your mansion, in your head, I will add a door pain to your life. And every day, bro, when you wake up, fuck the guy with tattoos. You don't have to know my name, what? And you just woke up. Just because whatever we debated about, whatever, I forewarned you, I told you. Why do you, that's everybody, why do you allow people, in general, why it's like, you have your stress, you have your traumas and bullshit, right? Why do you want to add more doors of pain in your mansion, in your head? Analogy metaphor, you have enough food in your plate, which is your personal traumas and stress and bullshit. Why do you want to add more food to your plate? Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. That's the shit. And then from there, wise, you're gonna fuck it. Every time you wake up, fuck the priest, fuck the therapist, fuck my ex, fuck these kids, fuck everybody. And then you see someone in the streets, you having a verbal altercation, fuck him too. Fuck her, like, dude, your eyes are bigger than your mouth. Slow it down, And that's the shit. The less stress in your life, the better for yourself. That's why you should be selfish and positive, man, because every day above ground, this is your life. It's not nobody else's. Higher source, yes, higher source gave us life. Cool, awesome. But respectfully, is higher source living your life? No, maybe you have a gift that you can speak to higher source. You can say, respectfully, I say this to all the religious spiritual people. Y'all can say that. I heard so many stories, 5 years, healing journey. As a being, I'm healed. But I've heard in 5 years many stories. And I call everybody out, like, okay, you say you spoke to God, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever. You see your future, all the great jazz, but how are you? What? I'm talking about you. How are you in a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship? How did someone sell you a dream once again, but you claim to be 4D, 10D, spiritual, and not? I've heard every term in the universe. Be religious, spiritual, like, cool. But look who the fuck you have by your side. And you're stressing about one person. And I'll throw it in your face. A zillion people in all the fucking universes, and you're stressing about one. How and why? And for how much for longer? And I preach about doors. What? Everyone wants their fucking physical doors, your car, work, etc. What do we all bitch about? The main door of pain, what? To our homes. Fuck, I love my job, I love the universe. I just travel my peoples, I just came from Dubai. Yeah, and now you're getting in that plane. You're gonna go through all these little doors to get back home. And the last door, whatever, you're driving your car, you're on an Uber, on a bus. Yeah, that main door you bitch about, your partner by your side. You just had a badass time. You're on vacation for 2-3 months. So why do you have to choose the one to go back to the person you bitch about every day above ground, to all the universe, to the priest, to the therapist, and social media? You have nowhere else to go to. Nobody else to talk to. You're scared. That means everyone's broken. No one's in the healing journey. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. And this is for everybody. That's what I just go live. I play these clips. Happy petty ass words, because that's my gift. They're just words. These words have no feelings. Because no one really says this shit. To keep it simple, black and white, once again, no one has to comprehend this shit. These words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universe and the feelings about things that have no feelings at all? Make that make sense. And that little saying, my saying to the universe, we said on my back, the idea is this year, not for sure next year. Eventually I'll make shirts and hoodies. And guess what? I don't have to speak. When I start making my shirts and hoodies again, I don't have to speak at all. People walking behind me, I love it, I hate it, because their words, it's the itch. Like, yo, like, don't push the red button. Curious fucking George, why? What happens if I push the red button, right? So I wear my shirts and hoodies. You know, you can glance, you can avoid it. But then you're like, nah, well, I saw the word the, R. Cool. What about the rest of the words? Now you curious George, now you see it. And I tell people all the time, if it triggers you, I did my job. See, all the time, like, why do you want to trigger people? Because they're called feelings. That's why. You don't have to feel them. But then you claim you want love, relationships, families, and kids. But you don't want to talk about feelings. Yeah. How's that shit going to work out with you? I mean, work out for you, wives. Or, if you want to join the baby mom, baby father divorce club, you could definitely do that. But once again, that's on your side. You know? Hey, what's the number one? How does it going? Anyways, let me play some clips. When I play these clips, you don't see what I see, right? But, you know, if it triggers you, talk to yourself, why and how. You should want to talk to yourself. You don't have to. The word have to, you have to change. You have to work on yourself. You have to, no, I don't use the word have. That word is very triggering to people. You should want to. I'm not a Bible thumper at all. Like, you have to, no, I'm not a Bible thumper. What's a Bible thumper? My analogy, metaphor. What is it? Anyone that says you have to. You have to work on yourself. You have to change. You have to let go. You don't have to do shit. No one's going to do nothing at all. That is your free one choice. Every day above ground. And when I say this, this comment, God can't do it for your higher source. Like, what? You know, some people are like, well, that means if he can't do it for us, that means he's not powerful. Well, if you want to break down religious talk, life talk, he is powerful. How so? Every day above ground, which I'm going to tell my back to make it, to make it simple, we all have what? Free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic? The nice and nice, or to be narcissistic? The bad bagophobic fuckroom. A premeditated choice. Where you are not changing, you're choosing. And that little saying be tied on my back. And eventually make sure the hoodies. What? Straight to the point, no years of conversation, therapy, nothing. What? Today, today I'm nice. I love the universe. Tomorrow when I wake up, you know what? I say fuck the universe, fuck everybody. You can look at me, my tattoos. Yo, don't ask me about tattoos. Don't worry about, they're my tattoos. Don't worry about it. He's a dick. That's my choice of free will to be a dick. That's everybody. We're all light switches, man, because we go off based off feelings. Feelings aren't factual. That's why you make decisions with your heart feelings. And with the sympathy, you will always find your face. Your heart is what? Communication is toxic love. Your mind is what? Love, comprehension. That's when you're in toxic relationships, toxic friendships. Your mind is like, hey, leave. I deserve better. I shouldn't even be here. Your heart says no. I pray that will manifest. That they'll change their ways soon. How's that shit working out for you? The door's right there for everybody. You don't have to have people around you. I promise you that. That's why it's keep it black and white. The gray part, there's a little gray. I'll back with gray to a certain extent, but I don't go down the rabbit hole about things that I don't know. Like, born as a Catholic, reincarnation, afterlife. I don't know. I use the word idea and faith. What happened to you? What happened to me? As far as my tattoos, I just tell stories with my tattoos. I know it's different, right? Definitely different. Like the missus just at the market. At the Seattle, at the DoorDash and shit. I go, you look at me, you probably think brown person with tattoo, statistic, prison tattoo. She just smiles. I go, it doesn't hurt my feelings. But now you're talking to me, right? Like my energy, right? And overall. So all these tattoos, it's about life. She's like, yeah, your looks are very deceiving. Because now I'm talking, yeah, cause you're talking to me. But the only reason I miss, you're talking to me because of my tattoos, not because of me. If it weren't for these tattoos, you would not speak to me. Dead the fuck, you would not be looking at me. I'm just a person walking in the universe, and that's it. But the only reason we're speaking to each other, right, is because my tattoos. My tattoos are attention getter. It's not for validation. I don't need no one's validation. The only person I need, chase, compete, submit, I need validation from who? The person in the mirror, myself, me. I come first. If I don't got me, then who got me? My 8 kids, my ex, the universe. It's my life, man. So that's why in the Matrix, I tell everybody, just maintain the physical part. Job, money, car, home. Nobody can beat the fucking Matrix. Anyone talks about the Matrix, I'm gonna teach you how to beat it. Sure, live in the fucking cabin with Bigfoot. Eventually, when humans roll up, they can do whatever the fuck they want with BB guns. Common sense, right? Nobody can't stop a bullet. Simple as that. No, you just maintain the physical part. Once again, that's just the physical. Now what about the mind? Upstairs, emotionally and spiritually. Are you working yourself? You could be a gym brat. I do money one-on-ones. A gym brat's beautiful physique, right? But yeah, but there we talk about you get depressed. You think about your ex, child trauma, go to the gym. Nothing wrong with that. But how about this? I tell everybody, whatever makes you feel good. When you have negative triggers, I'm sad, depressed, bitter, hateful, whatever your go-to is. I'll go to church, I read the Bible, gym therapy, I get tattoos. Whatever you go to is cool. That feeling, right? That dopamine high, it makes you feel good and safe and shit, right? Why can't you have that same feeling 24/7, 365? Whatever it is, read the Bible for your last day in breath. Stay at church and read the Bible, get all the tattoos, travel, stay in the fucking gym. Don't ever leave. If that's your go-to, why can't you have the same feeling 24/7, 365? Deadass, I have that shit. Like me, once again, like people, in the healing journey, right? The spiritual leaders, quote unquote, like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha. Me personally, like Jesus only lived for so long, right? They got crucified because these corny ass elites. And everyone's gonna get crucified. Remember this. If you never spoke positive in your life, you start the healing journey, you're gonna get crucified. The crown thorns with Jesus, because they'll think you're crazy. You might have said God, Buddha, whatever, a little bit church, sure, read the Bible, but now you're preaching it. Now you're, Mr. Mrs. Positive. Your family thinks you're crazy. Remember this. Everyone's gonna think you're crazy. You're not crazy. You will feel crazy. I promise you will. You might get discouraged. You know what? I should stop doing this healing journey because everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, why should I even do this? I just go back to my old ways, or if I do it, I just keep it to myself. Which you can do. If it's too much for you, definitely, but just don't stop on the healing journey, because initially the healing journey, the victim mentality, it's you point the finger. Fuck my parents. Fuck my ex. Fuck everyone. Yeah, they did you wrong. Not knowing, triggering comment. You actually allowed it. What's the saying? You allowed it to happen, not knowing. What? Let's break it out together. Hi, this is called red flags. These are called boundaries. These are called standards. Do you know what yours are? No. Well, that's the reason why it went that way. That's the reason why your relationship failed, because no one taught you this shit. And that's because of my real support teams. They elaborate best as possible. You don't have to comprehend. Why am I saying what I'm saying? I better start speaking like this 5 years ago at 39. My tattoo, 39. Not at 29, not at 19. Born as a Catholic. I can tell you religious talk. Go to church, pray, live in God's hands. If people mean to you, pray for them because of suffering. Be a good person, show love, respect. I can tell you that. God got you. Respectfully, traditional ways, like that's not factual. Like, God got you as one being. Yes, if you're like, my back tattoo says, which I have to add, I gotta add Muhammad. I forgot to add Muhammad side, right? But it says, and my back tattoo is not done yet. It's going to trigger all the religious people. Anyone that's religious or of God, quote unquote, right? Jesus, the Bible. Basically, a bunch of words, my words to the universe, to trigger people in a positive manner and a negative manner. And then eventually in the outside, we'll be just had a basic cross. My boy, my tattoo is my boy. He wants me to do like the cross of Exodus. I wanted to do the cross of Exodus. The thing with the cross of Exodus, like if you want to break down which is that cross, that's like the Tupac Shakur, his back tattoo. It's a common cross. It's a beautiful cross. But the downfall is it's a cross, just a thin outline within a cross, and that's a thicker shade. I'm like, this shit hurts, man. These tattoos hurt. Even when I'm buzzed, they hurt. And I'm doing it for the universe, So it's either it's a toss, it's a 50-50 shot. Keep it simple little cross, and that's it. You'll know it's a cross. Or get the pretty cross and do the cross of Exodus. And I don't know if I want to suffer that much because shit hurts. The problem, the cool thing about my tattoos, when my boy does them, they're words. This shit shading, this thing, I tried this shading shit. Oh shit, that sting's really bad. Really bad. Get all the back and forth like crayons, coloring book. But you feel the pain. I tell my boy, like, you're not going through this pain, I am. But it's either cross Exodus or cross. But anyways, so when people see it, the image, eventually when I'm done, like right now you see my, not on Bigo, but my other profile pics, like on Facebook and TikTok, IG, as the profile pics, my back tattoo. So you only see like the very top, the middle, and that's it. I'm gonna start working on my left, right, and the bottom, right. And it's my personal notes to the universe to keep it simple, black and white, straight to the point. So the top says, as long as you live God-like, Jesus-like, Allah-like, Buddha-like, I gotta add Muhammad-like, the universe, yeah, the universe like, the spiritual universe like, and your answers is like best as an individual, then you are blessed as an individual. Talking about you, I reiterate, I'm talking about you as a being, not nobody else. Then you're doing good for yourself, you know? Not nobody else. So that's for everybody out there. What's up, number one? How you doing? How's it going? And that's for everybody out there. Whatever you believe in, that's for you. If God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, cool. For you as one being, you're doing good for yourself.
Hello.
Hey, number one. How you doing? How's it going? I can hear you. How you doing? How's it going?
Hey, can I say something?
Go for it.
Was it
Go for it.
painful getting all those tattoos?
What? Well, I cheated. I use Fireball alcohol, so I get buzzed like a champ. I feel maybe like 30% of the pain, 40% of the pain.
Hey, okay, but what was the worst pain you ever felt in your life was?
Breakup, losing my second family. That's the worst pain.
So the worst pain you... Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say getting divorced once you found out your wife slept with 47 guys.
Well, I don't have a wife. Maybe your wife did that. I don't know. It's not about yourself.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. I'm trying to remember. Okay, here it is. Are you, or are you not, a hard-working person?
I guess, sure. Are you?
Well, have you ever thought about...
Mm-hmm.
No, well, have you ever thought about working on your hairline?
What about your hairline, Mr. Keyboard Warrior? I love to bully bullies. You guys are hella weak. You guys are weak.
Bro, shut up with that Mario Beast Albert.
Yo, tell it on for a reason. It's the second line is not my line. The Queen Amigo, she gave me this line to DM. Tell him for a reason. All you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. On my back. Don't call yourself a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, a atheist person. If you know you were doing wrong, you're good for the streets. You're good for nothing. Basura God, respectfully. Shots fired. What? You're not a good. You're a little good, a lot of bad. I love to bully bullies. I'm gonna tell my back to call everybody the fuck out. It's gonna say, how can you be a bully, racist, and think you're a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, a atheist person? Make that shit make sense. Shots fired. You're not a good person. Anybody that bullies anybody, if you're bullshitting, cracking jokes, cool. But at the same time, be mindful, someone can get hurt by that shit. Oh shit, they took it to heart, take it serious. Switch it up. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I didn't know you take it to heart. Cool. No, just please, I'm working on myself, whatever it is, you know. But no, you're purposely bullying people. No, you're not a good person. I don't give a shit what you claim to be. I'll call you the fuck out. And they be like, you know, only God can judge me. Everybody judges everybody. I want you to judge me. Judging people's communication and what? You're observing people, studying people. Now let them speak. You don't have to speak to nobody at all. Look at my eyes, my face expression, my tone of voice, my energy, the way I treat others, how I treat myself. There it is. So my face tattoo, who the fuck are you judging? 1% woke with the referee judges of the universe. That's who I am. I'm letting you know you're not a good person. I don't care what you claim to be. Because God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors were not bully. So why do you bully? Make that shit make sense. Shots fired. I love black and white. There's no fucking years of conversations, therapy, nothing. You say God will not be fucking a body hopping whole face. You're not be physically abusive. So why are you as one being? Please blow my fucking mind. I'll wait. I'm very patient. And that's the shit. That's what boys hate me. Queens love me. I just in the beginning 5 years ago, I'm here for everybody, right? I'm only here for the queens. All you women out there, all you girls, single mothers, side chicks, whatever category you put yourself in, whatever you're doing. Like, yo, you're the ones that can have kids, you know that, right? I can have 1,000 girlfriends with benefits. I can get them all preggo, and they all 1,000 tell me, you know, they're preggo. I'll be, yep, they're preggo. I'm not. I got to go. My tattoo, I could choose to be a Debbie father, but I call everybody the fuck out. Everybody, all you Debbie mother, yes, you're a mother and father. Anybody, it takes two to make one. The title, you're a mother, you're a father. Are you parenting? Are you parents? Are you do co-parenting? Did you toxic? Parallel parenting, courts are involved. Or fuck this, fuck everybody. I'm a Debbie father, Debbie mother. If you're a deadbeat mother and a father, guess what? You're not a good person. You can say God, because God will not give up on your kid. You cannot talk to your ex. That's understandable, because that's your journey. You know, You're the only one who can let go. Nobody can do it for you but you. Your feelings, your trauma. It's not God's trauma. It's not higher sources trauma. It's your trauma and shit. And your feelings. So you get to do co-parenting best as possible. But once again, easier said than done because of feelings. Because of fucking feelings. Like my kids, tell them all the time. You know, they're middle school, high school type of situation. Some graduate, like, yo, these feelings, what's love to you? What? What is love to you? Ask them all the time, what do you believe? They'll be like, it's love. Yeah. I ask the same shit, it's love. But what is it to you? If you don't know what love is, it's going to hurt you. And here's the best part. I'm your father. There's your mother. She's got her hubby. We're co-parenting. Don't become us. All you got behind the screen, kids and marriage, wait till you're 30, 40 years old. All this bullshit with marriage. Like, do you believe getting married will make your life better? If you don't get married, your life fucking ends? Really? Back in the day, marriage, sure, it was more like, you could say, more functional, I guess you could say. But even it was still toxic. Like, yo, you don't have to get married at all. You know, as long as you and your partner, first and foremost, before a partner, as long as you're blessed. Healing journey, you're feeling your feelings. You know, you date yourself. You know what your boundaries are, your love languages, and your standards. You know that 1,000. There's no like, if, not, maybe, I'm still learning. You know. Think is not, no, I think, no. Think is not knowing, assume is not knowing, judge is not knowing, gossip is not knowing. You don't know. I tell my kids, yo, we're about to go to, say, scenario, grocery shopping. You know, let's say the main idea is to go get milk. Keep it simple, milk. And yo, we all get in the car. There's 8 kids, you know, a whole squad, right? Yo, we got milk, I think. And I tell them, no, okay, check out. You got 2 options. Option A, you get off, you go inside. I know you're already in the van, you sleep on everything, and it's a little more work, but you go inside and you verify that we do have milk, or we don't have milk, or we have a half a gallon of milk. Or option B, we go shopping, and we go based off your think, because think is not knowing, and we shop for everything but the milk. And we drive all the way back home, and guess what? We don't have no milk, and that was the main thing to go there was for milk. B said we have some, when we don't. Or it's half a gallon. Half a gallon, 8 kids. How's this gonna last, you know? Now I'm bothered. Triggers start happening, you know, and you get triggered. Now I'm cussing your ass out. You could have prevented all that if you just got off option A and verified that we did have milk or didn't have milk. You see? Easy as fuck. I tell my kids all the time. Think is not knowing at all. You gotta know. That's why you tell me, you know, afterlife, I don't know. I'm born as a Catholic. I use the word idea and faith. I use, you know, like say, there's idea and faith that there is afterlife, reincarnation. I don't know. I will not debate or talk about things that I don't know. Respectfully, why should I? Why waste my breath on things I don't know? As long as I live highly sourced God, Jesus, best as possible as one being that I'm blessed. I did my part, you know, and that's it. If I kick the bucket, you know, I tell people it's like movies. It ends, the end. So it's time to go. There is no what credits. There's no afterlife. No, there's nothing. It just fucking boom. Lights out, you're done. Or guess what? There are credits. There is afterlife. There is purgatory. You go to a different realm. Everybody, all these spiritual leaders have, and people in general wise, have their own beliefs. But once again, like you can sit there and be intrigued by it. To me, it's very intriguing. But once again, I don't sit and debate, get involved with it too, because I don't know. I know feelings. I know this body fucking weak as fuck, and we all get paper cuts. We all die. If we all fall down, we all worry, okay, if I fall down, make sure I land, you know, best as possible, you know, correctly, so I don't bang this body up and I'm bruised or I break an ankle, whatever the fuck, now I'm down. And that's the vessel. That's what people see. Like, in general, how's your body doing? How's your health? What? No one's ever asked me that before. I've asked you. Let me think about it. Check in. You gotta take care of your body. So body takes care of you. Today I'm gonna do some gym therapy. Cardio, maybe lift a little weights, but I'm trying to do more, be consistent more with my gym therapy. I just this conversation, the broken record. I've been doing this for 5 years now, right? And I'll do it to my last dying breath. If I got paid to talk, I'd be a fucking zillionaire, but I don't, you know. And on top of that, I got to work on my podcast. This is a live podcast, right? But I got 5 years of material. Finally, yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, on my YouTube channel on Spotify. It's been a year. It has been a year since I fucking put anything out there. And MP3 is easy. That's just audio. Spotify is audio. I tried to do a video and it was too much bullshit. Like, yeah, cool. Just keep it simple. Spotify, audio. You know, and that's cool thing about Spotify in general. You give this to anyone's podcast while you're working, driving. I do a lot of DoorDash. I do a lot of traveling to Seattle to do the farmer's market with my pops. 3 hours. I got 3 hours. I can listen to music for 3 hours. In total, 6 hours. Or I listen to people podcasts. Me as a being, I listen to anyone that's spiritual, religious, like healing journey. as a being, I'm trying to vibe with people that are spiritual and religious, and that's in the healing journey to the fullest, because I could potentially learn from them. As a being, I'm blessed. Like, all my tattoos, like anxiety, depression. What is that? Breakups. What are breakups? What the fuck is that? Fear in a positive manner, aka forewarning. Did you know anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone can break up with you, anyone can divorce you? That is their free will and choice, because everyone's got free will and choice. When they do, and with this out, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you feel scared of that? That little thing beside my body, on my back. Eventually make sure it's the hoodies. What? It's black and white, straight to the point. They can leave. Anybody could leave whenever they want to, for whatever apparent reason. They don't even have to talk to you. They can ghost. Nowadays, they fucking text you. Last night, love you, TLC, went dinner and everything, went to church, read the Bible, Quran, everything. And then the next morning, you go to work, they go to work, and you go back home after work, and they don't. During work, lunchtime, they fucking, as soon as they drop your ass off when you leave, they text you, hey, like, it's over. What? It's over, don't text me, leave me alone, and they block you. And you see a message on a fucking cell phone, and then you die. You're at work, and your world's about to end. It's gonna suck once again, because yes, and once again, if you did your part best as possible, if you're more the empathetic one, the religious, spiritual ones, yeah, you gave your all. They probably didn't match energy, but they don't have to match energy. And I promise you 1,000, all the red flags were there. You just don't know what boundaries are, what your standards, what your love languages are. That's why. If you would have known that shit, I promise you 1,000, you observe your XXs, all the red flags of them, you comprehend them, the next potential to be, as they're happening, you realize boundaries. And to forewarn you, nobody has to respect your boundaries at all. If they don't, what are you choosing? What are you doing? And I preach about doors. The door is right there. You might not leave today, maybe tomorrow, a week from now, a year, 10 years from now. The Queens, 30 years from now. For the universe, the longer you are with an individual, the more it's going to hurt you. Especially the ones that are more empathetic, all the loving ones, right? Spiritual, religious, whatever term you want to use. You get yes, you give your all. And what you do. The last word is not my word. I don't do that. Respect when I say that's not my word. That's the spiritual realm, right? So you pray, plan, hope, manifested that one day, right? God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors wake up your partner so they love you like you love them. How long is that going to take? A day, a year, 20 years, 5 kids, 30 years deep. Finally, you choose yourself, walk away. And after 30 years of your fucking life, that's all you know for 30 years is him, her. Now, it's gonna hurt because kids are involved, it's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, 30 years of trauma and bullshit. And yeah, start all alone, face tattoos, start fresh again, and try to figure this shit out. That's the thought people, the fucking door's right there for everybody. You can leave whenever you want to. Especially the adults. Stop being a mother, stop being a probation officer, stop being the father. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing, King? How's it going? What's up, broski? And I say respectfully, I won't ever deal with toxicity. I tell you all the time, I don't deal with toxic. Fuck no. Be toxic in bed, TO sex intercourse, sure. That's us. We exchange energy, but don't be toxic as partners. They say she's got kids around her kids in the streets. Fuck, I don't deal with toxicity at all. I for one the potential to be, just to let you know, if you become toxic, get obnoxious and bullshit, I will get up and walk away. And it's over. There's nothing to talk about. But I will talk to you about it. To forewarn you, learn from this. Anybody can walk away. They get squashed. You been ghetto as fuck. That's why I don't fuck with De La Calle. My tattoos. I'm from the ghetto hoods. Spanish 101, De La Calles. Spanish, English for the suburbs. All these squares. Street folk. The ghetto hoods, hood niggas and shit. And then the black market world. I want every day girl from the ghetto hoods. At all. Only she's a woman. And then a brown girl on top of that, Spanish girl. Hispanic and Spaniards. Only if she's a woman that's healing. Preferably healed. I'm not gonna get hoods 1,000. I'm not gonna Spanish culture 1,000. If you don't like that, why would you want to shoot your shot? Well, you can get to know me as an associate friend, not a partner. I'll even let you know, and I don't have to tell you. I tell you all the time. I don't gotta tell you nothing. Show me any man that says what I'm saying, that forewarns you. Hey, like, I'm too much for you. What? But if you want to find the hard way, let's do this. I will get up and leave, just to let you know you're toxic. I'll get up and leave. Or I can use you, play stupid. Right? Play like a fiddle and use it for your beauty, your body and lust, and your money and everything. And you actually allow me to do that because you're buying me. Why are you doing toxic love, Yo, I don't get your live notifications anymore. Not sure if it's my settings, your settings, or just Facebook. But you got a schedule? No, I don't got a schedule. I just, yo, King, hermano, I just jump on. I used to have a schedule, but I'm basically with 2 jobs and co-parenting, and I do so many one-on-ones. So I just jump on for an hour or 2, and I'm trying to respect my own boundaries. 2 hours, and that's it. That's all I give the whole universe, 2 hours. And the cool thing is, you know, you can rewind technology. I mean, you can rewind time with technology. If you go to my Twitch, Facebook, it only lasts for 30 days, and they remove it because they changed the rules. Twitch, for the most part, was like unlimited hours, but now they change, which is understandable. I'm a geek techie. Like, why would you give one person, you know, and I could use Twitch servers to back up all these live sessions, and then they're not charging me, you know, like, and then for them, they're wasting so much money on, you know, on storage, on hard drives and shit, on servers to make all these zillions of people that go streaming and shit and save everything. They're losing money. Can we see the back tattoo and the progress? Oh, you can see. I'll show my back tattoo. There's no progress. The progress is next month. I'll show you it. So, there's my back tattoo. Very little. I haven't started nothing on it. I haven't touched it. I'm gonna start touching it August. August I got 2 sessions. I'm gonna start doing more sessions. So probably from August till December, I'm gonna probably go like, I don't know, 2-3 times a month, 4 times a month. And the best part, they're just words. So like my boy, I just type them up at home, give him a little thumb drive, flash drive, put it on his computer, upload it. He prints it out, he lays it down. As he's doing all that shit, I'm just getting my fireball, numbing up, you know, and just numbing the body up. And that's the only time I drink. That's my boy's like, that's the only time you drink? Every time I see you, I'm getting my sessions. It's the only time I drink. Why? I don't care for it. That's why for all the addicts out there, the bottle doesn't need you. All capital letters, you need the bottle. Why? Make that make sense, you know? Nothing like casual drinking, casual marijuana, psychedelics, sure. But when you need it, I'm sad and depressed. Get your bottle. The bottle doesn't need you. I don't wake up, guess what? Today I'm depressed. I'm going to child trauma. I can't see my kids, so fuck these feelings. I'm going to buy Rito. I'm about to get drunk. It's man-made bullshit. I tell people, like, they're fucking beautiful bottles, pretty ass colors. I just call it adult Kool-Aid. Look at all this adult Kool-Aid, all this water. Thousands of fucking bottles, and people get fucked up all this shit. Cool, run from yourself. For how long will you be running from yourself? And then you want love, relationships, families and kids, and you're a zombie. Addicts to an addiction. All my tattoos right here. It says all that right there. What? You mentioned make sure to hoodie, and which is a tricky subject. And then that people that you don't know, like, yeah, I comprehend addiction. I have no physical experience. I didn't want to. I chose not to be a zombie. My brother, rest in peace. He was a zombie till his last dying breath. My people in Seattle. I met him in Seattle. They were fucking. You would not ever tell they're zombies. Addicts and addiction until you actually see them doing the bullshit, catch them this shit. Well, only do once in a while. Yeah, you do it all the fucking. That's not once in a while. That's a fucking day-to-day basis. That's called addiction, man. It sucks to see people like that. You talk to them. You know, once again, when I say that, I couldn't say I could have saved them. No, far from the situation. But I would say this. You know, if I would know all the shit I know now, the last 5 years of my life, then my brother 2013, my brother in Seattle, my fallen ones, you know, we had better conversations, but nobody can't save nobody. But you have deep conversations. Shit out, I'm here for you. This is working your feelings. And this is called traumas and triggers. You know, you're the only one who can let go. What? I'm sorry they destroyed you, they did you wrong, but you're the only one that can let go. You're the only one who do closure. I can't do it for you. I can't take this fame from you. Higher source, they can't. God can't do it for you. He wants you to change, but will you change? You know, how your hand about? Oh, my hands. So once again, 5 years ago, going through breakups, right? Cause we all bitch about cell phones. Yeah, it's not the cell phones with the phone. It's not social media. It's the owner of the cell phone. The AI is not smart enough yet to go cheating for you, sign DMs while you're sleeping yet. So your partner has to physically grab a cell phone, go through all these, you know, platforms, go through the DMs and bullshit, shoot in the streets, shoot the shot type of situation, exchange information, you know? So that's why it starts with the phone. A phone is just a phone, that's it. If you use the phone correctly, whatever you're doing with it, researching YouTube, whatever the fuck you're doing with it, or use it incorrectly. What's incorrectly? Because it starts with the phone, social media, the third party. Then it goes to Jade and Will, A and B monogamy, to the Jade and August entanglements, C through Z parties. I love my husband, I love my wife, I love my boyfriend, I love my girlfriend, but I'm emotionally cheating. Then it goes to the DMs. The physical, before the physical cheating, before the fucking DMs, Everything starts with emotionally cheating. No one preaches about that shit. What? Nothing's wrong with looking at anybody. But when you're staring, aka gawking, that's the word I use, gawking. Maybe that's just an old school word, I guess. I don't know. But gawking means staring. Like you've never seen a man or woman in your fucking life. That's called emotionally cheating, but I love my man. I love my wife. I'm a religious good person. Spiritual, shut the fuck up, respectfully. My tattoos, you're SOS stuck and stupid. 1 + 1 = 3, wrong answer. Excuses of life. If your partner's not doing it, well then why are you doing it? Because your partner has love. All my tattoos, they have self-will. You're toxic love. Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You have no self-will. You easy fall to lust. Why? All these boys, not fucking men. Fuck the corny ass answers. Because a man could biology. Fuck biology. Fuck because the Bible says King David did it, right? And then because you have money, power, and fame. No, the answer is you have no self-will. You can't do monogamy, yet. You'll offer it. But if you're always emotionally cheating, yo, you can't do monogamy. You cannot do A and B. You can try, offer it. You're the problem. I already know the answer. There's no therapy, counseling. You're the problem. You're emotionally cheating. And once again, no one wants to comprehend you. You start the healing journey, you be more observant, you tell people, hey, just to let you know, Queen, King, they're not good for you. I know you love them. They can say they love you. Actually, beyond the words, they don't love you. They love you, your mother, best friend, and your cousin. And they go to church, claim God, Allah, Buddha. They're fuckboy fuck girls. All my tattoos. But once again, you don't have to comprehend this. That is your free one choice. I'm just a messenger. If you want to be higher source, I can tell you God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe. Your ancestors came in my dream and told me to tell you that. And you call me crazy. It don't hurt my feelings. I won't even say none of that. But hey, I'm just warning you. They're not good for you. You're the original self. But you, once again, you gotta follow your face. If you ever see me again, you see me on social media, I'm always your pocket 24/7. 365, they're quoting about technology. But you don't have to comprehend me at all. Call me crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm blessed. And you're saying about to get destroyed. And you're gonna pray, bad manifest. Do that all you want just to let you know the answer. You don't have to comprehend this. God can't do for him or her. They have free one choice, like you have free one choice. Every day above ground, we all have the exact same shit, word for fucking word. Now, what are you choosing? Now, what are you doing? You know, but you are not changing. You are choosing. You know, I might not leave today, maybe tomorrow. But anyways, let me play some clips real fast. Oh, but anyways, another thing real fast. That's why 2 days ago, finally, I uploaded on my YouTube and my Spotify. Spotify, 2 viewers, myself, because I was talking about these live sets, the live podcast. No one does what I do for the most part. They might do like 1 to 5 platforms. I'm on 9 platforms. It's a live podcast, right? So I can talk to the universe. It's initially that's a lot to take because you got trolls and shit, especially in Bigo and TikTok. You got the trolls. I love trolls. I love to bully bullies because the person that bullying, that's how I version myself. I shut down. I get scared. If I be mean to people, it's wrong to sin, the guilt. Fuck all that, yo. It's not Jesus times. It's 2025 times. Dead the fuck ass. I love to bully bullies. Every which way. Therapists, counselors, that's wrong. That's being narcissistic. The fuck it is. You're making people weak. It's called matching energy versus college. You don't like that shit? Nor do I. Stop doing your bullshit. I'll stop doing my bullshit. If you keep doing it, I ain't stopping. Or if I want to, you say that door, I can get it believe. What are you choosing? What are you doing? What am I choosing? What am I doing? I don't have to, that's how it explains all the time, people in general, I don't have this conversation. I don't have to go live at all. I don't think, I can keep getting my tattoos and, you know, keep this to myself. I can see people wise, you know, especially the queens, they're suffering, and especially religious, spiritual, like, you know, God, Jesus, higher source can do it for you. Like, I could look at you, you know what, I can tell you the answer, you don't comprehend, just to let you know the answer. Higher source can't do it for you. Do you think higher source is suffering? I'm a single father of kids. I lost 2 families. Do you think I'm suffering? I don't suffer no more. All the shit I talk about, these clips that I played, that's the whole version of myself. I want to be sad and depressed. I got 8 kids. God forbid they pass away or someone pass away. But what do I do if someone passed away? I investigate. How did they pass away? Car accident. The person who was driving, who was the fault? Do you know? And remember this, when we drive these vehicles, everyone's traumatized. We're all stressing and shit. You got work, life, and shit. And then on top of that, your own personal feelings. So as you're driving, especially long trips, even short trips, you fucking start talking to yourself and you forget that you're fucking driving and you fucking blow a red light. Sometimes you get lucky, like, damn, I just went through a stop sign. You know, people are young, choose, oh shit. Yeah, look, you're in an accident. You gotta control your thoughts best as possible. And now get lost in the sauce and get fucking in an accident. And you're not here tomorrow, or you hear somebody else, they're not here tomorrow. Now you go to jail or prison. Sorries don't fix shit, man. I get it. I comprehend it. So once again, death, nobody can stop death at all. But the universe, higher source will test you. It sucks to say, but it's facts. Like, we will always get tested. I'm on the healing journey. I love God, the Buddha of the universe. Beautiful. And then you lose your partner. You lose a sibling. You lose a kiddo. You lose a friend, a real support team, whomever it is. Now what happens to you? The grieving journey, nothing wrong with you staying here for a couple of months, I guess, years. Now you can be bitter, hateful, spiteful to a higher source. It's a lot to take at once. But once again, that's what you cherish. The people you love, cherish them best as possible. Technology, take pictures and videos every which way, and that's it. No one is guaranteed forever. That's why if you ever see me physically, I'm always praying. To who? All the sources. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirits of your ancestors, my ancestors, right? I pray, hey, thank you one more day for a meal. I could take a power nap. I take hella power naps. It's been my last power nap, So I just do day by day baby steps. I'm trying to live long as possible, as safe as possible. So that's why you don't see me in the streets. I look like 10 kilos, prison tattoos, but respectfully, my looks are deceiving because all my tattoos, it's a map to life. It's all about the healing journey, and that's all I care about is you as a being. How are you doing with your feelings? How are you doing with your mental health? Ask any part of your body for advice to life. Other than your mind, ask your beauty, your looks, your females, your chest, peaches, butt, males, six pack, eggplant, for advice to life. Fucking crickets. Your mind tells your mouth to move and have the words come out. That's why I date you. I date your mind. Then your body, then your looks, then your environment, and your universe. That's how the potential to be. I ask them all this shit day one off the rip. And I can see if I'm talking to a girl or a woman. Girls on a journey. Boys on a journey. Men and women, we're on a healing journey. We're trying to have these conversations because we're not trying to waste time. Nobody can't get no bite back what God Almighty cannot give it back to nobody at all. That's what it's called. Past history been written. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, to call everybody the fuck out, speak to you directly. Why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, and especially by your side as a partner? Make that shit make sense. I just told you the answer. You don't have to comprehend that. God can do it for me. Well, ask God to give you your time back, your love back, and your feelings. Highly impossible. It's been written. The intent is to learn why it failed. Why did people use me? Why did this relationship fail? In the beginning, we all said the same fuck. Everyone says the shit, same shit word for word. In the beginning, yes. In the beginning of the relationship, it was love. It was good. Lovey-dovey and bullshit. Yes. What heaven, if you want to say, right? And then it goes to what? Toxic love. Hell on earth. Where did it start going to toxic love? I don't know. When will you know? I don't know. It's stalemate. Do you want to talk about it? You don't have to. I know it's personal because that's your personal journey. That's personal feelings. But you don't have to have those conversations. So let's talk about everybody else's feelings, and then what will you do for the rest of your life? If you don't ever start the healing journey, you will set all these goals. And no matter what the fuck you set, you'll be happy for whatever. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days tops. And after that, back to set another goal. Because you're scared to stop, turn around, face the person in the mirror, and talk to yourself. It's you. You're the owner answer to your life. That's why everyone's like, write a book. Eventually, I'm going to type it up. This is going to look like a little business card, 2x4, and say, in the front, this is my book. Because everyone say, write a book, and then you flip it over. The answer to life is the book. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever need was you. The end. My phone name, Margarito Yala, my phone number, email address, platforms. There's my book. What? Bitch in Seattle here all the time. Once you write a book, it's having all the tattoos. Sir, miss, there it is. What? I'm not knocking. When I say this, I am not knocking everybody else. Write your books. Write your one page, billions of pages. I am not knocking. Please write your books. Because the cool thing about books is the imagination station. You hear someone's story, whatever they're doing. I just preach about life every which way. And it's very simple. It's you. All this healing journey, all this category, spirituality, whatever it is, it's you, man. You want love? If you want true happiness, unconditional love, a real support team, the fountain of youth, it's the person in the mirror. If you don't got you, then who got you? You can be codependent and God, Jesus, Buddha, the universe, my ancestors, they can send you somebody. They can. And let's say that somebody comes down for you, you meet up, lovey-dovey and bullshit, for 5 years strong. The best relationship of your whole fucking lifetime. But they can get in, believe whenever they want to, or God forbid, it's time to go. and higher source will test you. And what are you gonna do when higher source takes your partner from you? And now what do you do? What are you choosing? What are you doing? Do you stop life? Fuck the universe, suicidal thoughts? You're gonna have a thought. Like, without them, I can't function. Like, what am I gonna do now? Yeah, the universe will always test you. You got everything man made, once again, money, power, and fame, but go through a breakup or you lose a badass partner. Now it's back to being alone. And you're physically here, they're not. It's gonna hurt really fucking bad every single time if you allow it to. If you allow it to. You know, as a warning. That's why I do scenarios all the time to warn you. And then you mad at God. Cuss him out. I did. God was like, yo, God could talk to us, right? If we have that gift, like God be like, yo, you think you're the first person to cuss me the fuck out? I've been doing this for years. You know? Zillions of years. You cuss me out. Everyone cusses my ass out. It's okay, you can cuss me out. But here's the kicker. If you would have started the healing journey and be observant why it failed, and on top of that, no one's guaranteed forever. There's no such thing as, you know, infinity or, you know, immortality. You know, me personally wise, if there was such thing as or an option, I'll take that shit. Because what would I do? If I know I'm immortal, I can't die. I can physically die, but I'm always gonna come back no matter what. I'm telling the same story every day, bug down. I'll be doing lives every day, you know, because I can't die. Why? To tell the same story. Like, yo, like, you don't need people. What? In the beginning, as a kid, the only people that need people is kids. I'm assuming 5 kids, but they need you for now. Unconditional love. For now, it's unconditional love, and from there wise, you get older, they could love you, dislike you, and people will come and go to form you. You know. But once again, you don't have to comprehend that. That is your free will choice. I just talk about it to put fear in a positive manner to get your attention. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. You know, once again, for everybody out there, you want to stay a blue pillar. You don't want to talk about feelings. Think about them. Don't be here. Keep going. Go to all the blue book conversations. Everyone is at each other's throats. Man versus woman. What do you bring to the table? Black versus white. Buddhists versus Christians. Go to those live sessions. Go to those people. All of you are religious, you're good people, quote unquote. But you're at each other's throats. Verbal threats and bullshit. You know, like, yeah, but then you say you want love. Like, pray for the universe. I go my day, go my life, you know. Nothing more, nothing less.
For me, getting high is.
Bye. No, yeah, I'll go again for 20 minutes, bro. Bye. I'm leaving in 20 minutes, guys, because, you know, which is alright. My pop's got things to do.
For me, getting high is not about the high. It's about not being sober. I'm not running towards something. I'm running away from something. Okay? That's the reason I got high. I got high because I hate the way I feel when I'm sober. And the way I got sober is by surrendering to the fact that I am not like other people and that I need to find new ways to feel better. And I have a toolkit that I can utilize.
And for the most part, that's respect my tattoos. You know, to trigger you, trigger your subject, trigger your words. It says weak. All you weak, zombie, addict to addiction. Everyone's the same outcome. You don't want to feel your feelings. I comprehend it. I don't know personal experience, but I comprehend it. Refuge to my brother, my people in Seattle. I do a lot of one-on-ones, and they all, yeah, at times, yes, you don't want to feel your feelings. We have this conversation, you try it, and it's a triggering. It is, because it's personal. It's your personal feelings. I can talk about all this shit like nothing, because either I went through it or I overcame it. I let go of my situation. First hard part is forgive, communication. A, which everyone preaches about, right? What is B? The middle part between B is what? You can't forget it, you lived it. So the second part is what? Let go. Do closure for yourself. Comprehend why it happened to you, why it failed. To do comprehension. That's the second part. Communication, A. B is comprehension. Time heals. Communication, A. You've been on the healing journey for how long? And you're still healing? So when will you let go? Time heals communication. It's choice. When you let go, it's comprehension. You're the one who can let go. And that's the shit. Every zombie out there, that's what you do. Whatever you're, there's so much types of addiction. Porn, gaming, tattoos, whatever the fuck it is. Traveling, clothes. Yeah. The worst addiction is fucking big pharma bullshit. Drugs, alcohol, pills. Which I call them Skittles. ADHD, tell you all them corny ass shits. Yeah, those categories. Keep it simple. They're called triggers. Negative triggers. So take your pills. Be codependent, all that man-made bullshit. But then you claim you want love, relationship, families, and kids. How? If you're a zombie, respond to this, but triggering. If you're a zombie, addict to addiction, how can you say love? Okay, you can verbalize it. Actually, be down the words. You didn't love yourself. Look what you're doing to your body. And the day you want to sober up, you don't have fucking repercussions. And when your body is weak, whatever disease and bullshit is hurt, I wonder why. Respectfully. And that's the shit. Everybody that's a zombie, you all run from the person in the mirror. You're scared to feel these feelings. Start doing the healing journey. And it's scary initially, yes it is. But here's the kicker. My neck tattoo matching the NF the rap artist. You don't have to work in every single door paying day fucking one. Highly impossible. You'll self-destruct basically, man. You'll lose it. You don't have to do so many ones, and they'll start the healing journey, right? And then they're gifted, spirituality, they're astrologists, numerologists, crystals, Wiccans. I tell them, don't get lost in the sauce. Don't fucking go. YouTube and Google's your best friend. ChatGPT, C.AI. But why do you want to go in all those other realms when you have your own personal feelings? Focus more on you, be selfish in a positive manner, and then go to those realms, your little gifts, quote unquote. Do not worry about your gift right now. If your gift was working, then why are we talking? Why are you so depressed? How does someone sell your dream? Make that shit make sense, And that's the shit for everybody out there. Everyone that's a zombie, you all run from the person in the mirror. You're scared to feel your feelings. That's why you do what you do. Anxiety, fucking anxiety. Get high, get drunk, That's why all my tattoos for a reason. So to keep it simple, in our heads, our mansion, and at the rap artist, my neck tattoo, I took his song, made it my way. All the doors I painted are wide open. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. Pardon me. Why? Because I'm let go of your exes, your past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. That's why anxiety, depression, paranoid, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. You got triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, trauma bonds. And the cherry top, what is it? Insomnia. I don't miss insomnia. I've been having insomnia for 5 years of my life. Fucking love it, the best. And I say respect for the last 5 years of my life is the best in my whole lifespan. Nothing against my exes, my past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. Because all of us were on a journey. All of us. A lot of my people is just still on a journey. And they hire swords, they claim whatever. I'm like, yeah, but look at you. I worked on myself, moved on to the healing journey, and you're still in toxic relationships. Or you're single, celibate, and you're scared of love. If higher source is love, how can you say, I'm scared of love? Be scared of toxic love. What's toxic love? When you love somebody that doesn't love you back. You match energy to take energy. And toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, potentially even your own life. You don't want toxic love. Everything starts with fucking love. Day fucking one off the rip. Day one. So I wanted to go from love in the beginning, Bible talk, which I'm going to tell my body for a reason, and then go to toxic love. Where was the red flags? When they start passing boundaries, if you know what your boundaries are. Now that there it is. And once again, not knowing you're actually allowed to have it because you don't know any of those conversations. Because you're on a journey. You're not on a healing journey, But anyways, addicts out there, respectfully, that's the shit. Run from yourself. That's all you're doing. You don't want to talk about your feelings, numb the fuck up. And I've heard so many stories that ask him, when you're high, drunk, acid, meth, all the shit you're doing, right? Like, what do you see? I'm just curious to know. What do you see? Do you see God? I've heard every story. Ask about the God. I got another family. I'm happy over there. Cool. And then you sober up, back to reality, and you're here, a zombie. And you're sober. So what do you do? To get high or not to get high? To get drunk or not to get drunk? To feel those feelings or not feel your feelings? What are you choosing? What are you doing? And that's the shit for everybody out there. You can get high, drunk all you want, but you're not going to evolve. You say, God can do it for me. God can do it for you? Really? Do you think God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual was your ancestors, is a zombie, an addict and addiction? I doubt it very much, so why are you? I'll throw in your face. I'm a single 5 kids. I lost 2 families. Why am I not a zombie? what, I'm going back and forth on Facebook, because this comment I made, and I'm like, yo, I lost 2 families. Now once I think to myself, you know what? I lose my first family. Cool. I'm gonna get high, get drunk. I lose my second family. I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna get drunk. Fuck, pop these pills and shit. Numb the fuck up. No, not once. Yo, everyone's future is in front of your face, man. My kids, fair and positive manner. My kids, like, especially young ones, they'll be like, what the hell? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with her? Well, look at them. Study them. What do you mean? If you do drugs, that is your future. Outside is 90 degrees, hella hot, and they're right there just cooking in the sun. Right now, they don't feel this because they're high and drunk. But when they sober up and the high is over, the buzz is over, then they feel all this shit. The skin's burnt, everything. All they're doing is running from the feelings. They don't want to feel the feelings. So don't do drugs. If you do drugs, there's your future. Respect all the bullshit, like, addictions, it's a disease. It's not a disease. It can become a disease. It's your choice. Tell me that you was a little kid, little middle school, high schooler. Keep it simple, little kid, kindergarten and in middle school. When I grew up, I want to become a zombie, an addict to addiction. Tell me you said that. That was your fucking career. I get it. I get what you're doing because you don't want to feel your feelings. Someone tells you, hey, let's do this. Yeah, you won't feel shit for whatever, 5, 10 minutes, 2 hours. Do psychedelics, do shrooms, 4 to 8 hours. And then when your high goes over and you get back to reality, hey, all my tattoos, still got anxiety, depression, got child trauma. You actually, you're still in a toxic relationship, but while you was gone, you have this beautiful trip. Awesome. Once again, I do psychedelics here and there, but because why? As a being, I'm trying to see if I can speak to respect and say this, or other spiritual people, beings out there, quote unquote, that I can learn from. You can never have enough notes, knowledge, wisdom, analogy, metaphor, riddles, stories. Never. The more the merrier. But once again, my situation, I'm healed. I let everybody go. I don't worry about nobody's shit. Respect, like, yo, I'm here for you. I have compassion for you, but I don't feel sorry for you. Why? You don't feel sorry for yourself, respectfully. And that's the shit for everybody out there. You gotta work on yourself. You should want to work on yourself. You don't have to. Nobody has to work on themselves. That is your free one choice. That's why when we say higher source, if he can't do it, he's not powerful. You got, everyone, the big word fucking all has free one choice. Every day above ground. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Well, you're not changing, you're choosing. Welcome to free one choice. And maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe a week from now, a year, I don't know. I am not used to being. But I will say this, I promise you 1,000. The sooner you start your healing journey, your awakening journey, the hardest one, woke journey, you get your life back, the better for yourself. Because now you're trying to feel your feelings. And then from there, you control your circle, who you actually allow to be in your life. Who you actually call, a family, friend, a partner type of situation. But like Buddha preached before I got out of here, mind and body, he preached about that 2,500 years ago. I didn't know that until 4 months ago. I knew the term Buddha. I went on Spotify. Buddha teachings from Sati Tim. He's a beast. He's still alive to this day. I love the way he speaks. Next session, I'll play his clips, right? But, whatchamacallit? He kept it simple, mind and body. And Buddha's like, his teachings, right? He'd be like, check out. He didn't use the term, then mental health, right? But anyone with their fucking feelings, you're sad, depressed, bitter, hateful, suicidal thoughts, he'd be like, I'm the doctor, my teachings is the medicine. I'll give it to you, I'll teach you, you do whatever you want with it. You can learn from this, whatever you want to. He's like, even when I'm speaking to you, studying research, only you will know when you're studying research, when you know the answer. That's why Roger's communication. Everyone's communicating. No one has to comprehend nobody at all. At all. That's what he said, study everybody. Even what I'm telling you. Because that's why, as it being, if you know what you're talking about, what are you doing? A, communication, and B, comprehension. Because you know what you're talking about. Everybody else that listens to you, they don't have to comprehend shit. They can look at you like, you're crazy. That is their free one choice. Even if you're about to get destroyed, they don't use you for your love, kindness, I was you. They don't know. Just be there. Be supportive as possible. Just tell them what I tell them. Hey, king, queen, I won't give up on you. Why everybody else will give, I won't give up on you. Because you stay there, the trombone suck, I was you. Those things suck so bad. But once again, it's not ever too late. You can start your healing journey whenever you want to. But I will say this, the younger the better. Because when you get older, right, and you be like, I wish I was younger. If my parents taught me, I wish it didn't exist. If it doesn't exist, that's why it's called the past. Now you keep it in the present, today and now the present. The future, don't worry about the future too much. Because you might not wake up tomorrow. So, But guys, I gotta get going. I'll probably maybe jump on later on tonight sometime to do another hour, because I'll do like 2 hours. I'm trying to do with my own better than 2 hours, and that's it. So, but I love you guys. Take care. Have a good morning. Stay blessed. Be safe out there. Remember, my motto: universe. I'm always your pocket, 24/7, 365. How are you on this conversation? The beautiful thing about technology, so many resources out there. Whatever question, if you want to start the healing journey, whatever the question you have, whatever feeling you're going through, type it in Google, YouTube, TikTok. You got ask ChatGPT, C.AI, and the AI in general. So much resources, but you don't comprehend anything you're watching, observing, reading, hearing. That is your free one choice. Only you as one being can do communication and comprehension about whatever. Nobody can't do it for you but you, the person mirror. Once again, but you don't comprehend at all. That is your free one choice. But have a good day. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. Beagle Squad, take care. Ciao, ciao. TikTok, take care. Have a good day. Ciao, ciao. Whatchamacallit? Meet me. Have a good day. Stay blessed. Take care. Ciao, ciao. Both my Facebooks. Have a good day. Take care. Ciao, ciao. Likey Squad, love you guys. Take care. Have a good day. Ciao, ciao. Clubhouse, love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. IG Squad, love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. And Twitch Fight, take care. Love you guys. Have a good day. Ciao.